Hello, lovelies! Welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. It's Monday night, and that means it's time for live chat, but tonight it's a little bit special. And it's special because my house was a madhouse today, and I tried to film 3 different times for you guys the results of the best of 2008, and it just didn't happen. No matter how many times I tried, no matter how much I begged and pleaded for silence and for company to not show up on the doorstep, it just wasn't happening, no matter what I did. So I went, fine, I will do it on a live. So I'm going to give you guys the results here live. There's also going to be a blog post. I will update the description box below once the live chat is over, and once it populates and it goes up onto the channel, I will leave in the description box and in a pinned comment of the comment section a link to the blog post where everything that we're getting ready to talk about will be there. All of the links for all of the names, all of the patterns, all of the brands, everything that we're going to talk about will be there for you guys in one neat little blog post. Let's see who we have in live before we get into it. There was a lot of people here early. A lot of people here early. Holy cow. And who was it? Hashtag notification squad. That's what I'm going to call all you early birds from now on. Hashtag notification squad. Whew. And we have a lot of Europeans in here tonight. So I'm going to try my very best. I have a lot of information to give, So I know that you guys have stayed up super late to hang out with us. Thank you so much. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Day to everybody that's in Australia or New Zealand or in Europe. Yes, Europe and the Africas. Woo! Lord. I learned from my survey that I have a lot of people from South Africa that follow the channel. A lot. Holy cow. Look at chat just going crazy. Dee's here. Who all are my moderators here this evening? I know Dee is here. Lauren is here. Thank you so much. Ida's here. Is Kim here yet? Maybe Kim is actually stuck with family stuff. There's my Aunt Jean Ann. Hello, Aunt Jean Ann. I love you oh so much. Okay. All right. Yay, there's Kim. Now I see her. Okay, so where did my notes go? I have to read off of my notes, guys. It's so much information. There is no way that I could remember all of it. So you're just going to have to bear with me as I kind of squint and stare at the screen. Maybe I can try and bring this just a tad bit closer to me, my old eyes. There's Kelly and Cindy. Ooh, and Iceland. Iceland made an appearance in the survey, you guys. Let me get over here and look at my information. And please, computer, do not crash because for some reason it is hating on me. So let me see if I can scoot this over just a little bit so I can put chat over on top of it so at least I can see something. But don't forget that, you guys, I have a 20-second delay. Or you have a 20-second. There's a 20-second delay here, okay? I talk and then you guys get it 20 seconds later. So bear with me. And if I miss your comments, if you ask me a question while we're talking about this, please don't get upset if I don't see it and I don't answer it right away, okay? Just keep asking it like multiple times or something like that. So 16 different countries participated in this, and it's been well over a year since I did any pollings, but so many of you guys were hounding me to do pollings. I mean, over and over and over again, so many of you guys were hounding me. So I went, fine, I'll do one big polling. It'll be the best of 2008. It'll be great. Y'all, it took me a month. With my scheduling, it took me a month to put all of this stinking data together and do all of the math, okay? I fell asleep at my computer last night doing math. It was not pretty. It was not okay. It reminded me of why I had to stop doing these pollings, but it's done now, and that's all that matters. So there used to be lots of people that would go, your numbers are skewed because you're in the United States and most of the United States people they use things completely different from us. Yeah. Okay. This is from our tribe, okay? And 2,057 people responded to this. And then there were some that were naughty and that put in multiple responses, but I got you. Okay, I saw you, I took care of the situation. The final number was 2,057. So, about 50% were from the US. That's expected. 12% were from the UK. 12% were from South Africa. About 11% was from Australia. About 7% was from Canada. About 3% was from the Netherlands, 1% from New Zealand, and then all of the rest of them came from Belgium, Germany, Iceland, Israel, Mali, Norway, Spain, Swaziland. I don't know if I said that right or not. I probably didn't. I'll blame it on being Southern. And Turkey. I know how to say Turkey. So that's where all of this data came from. Oh, she had a huge cup and she still fell asleep. Yes, this one. I was drinking coffee from the big one, which I've also been doing all day today, and I don't know if it's going to do any different. I don't know if it's going to help me. But, okay, so the first question was a little bit strange for me because I figured that more of you people would be able to give data, but I asked what your favorite crochet magazine was. 73% of you don't read crochet magazines at all, and I suppose that I shouldn't be surprised by that because it's the age of the internet, and you know, everybody's reading blogs, everybody's YouTubing, everybody gets everything online, but still, I still expected more. But of the magazines that were mentioned, there were 5 that came out on top. And in the 5th place, there was Happily Hooked magazine, which is one that I love. And I can't really say, truthfully, I should take that back, okay? I don't love the magazine, okay? I love their memes that they post on social media constantly. I'm addicted to them. I love their memes, okay? But, I mean, their memes are funny, so they have to be good people. I don't subscribe to the magazine, but I think that I might enjoy it if I did. Does that count for anything? 4 is Interweave Crochet magazine. 3 was Crochet World magazine. 2 was Crochet Now magazine, and then the first place was Simply Crochet magazine. I've heard of all of them, but the one that I know the most of, and probably because of social media, it's always showing up on my Facebook feed, is Happily Hooked. The next one, you guys are funny, all right? You guys have the best sense of humors ever. I was so shocked when I started putting together the data for this question. Who is your favorite indie dyer? Do you know how many of you guys said, what is an indie dyer? You could have knocked me over with a feather, or the vast majority of you guys said that you had never purchased yarn from an indie dyer, and that makes my heart sad. We've got to change that in 2019. I have got to start peer pressuring, heavily peer pressuring on you guys, okay? If you don't know what an indie dyer is a hand dyer. It's not yarn that is mass-produced in a factory. It is hand-dyed by somebody just like you and I. I mean, I know that the other ones are as well, but there's so many machines and all of that stuff. Not mass-produced yarn, okay? So of the data that did come through, there were 5 different indie dyers that made the top of the charts. In place number 4, because there was a tie for one of them, was Kristen Omdahl. And if you don't know who she is, she's a phenomenal lady, okay? She's from Florida. She goes live like 6 days a week, I think it is, from the beach. I hate her for it. She sits on the beach and she crochets every morning at like 0 dark 30. Who does that? In full makeup, and her hair is always perfect. But she's a YouTuber, she's a designer, she dyes her own stinking yarn, and her name popped up all over this survey, okay? So you should check her out if you haven't, honest to goodness. In 3rd place, there was a tie, Expression Fiber Arts and ChemKnits. Expression Fiber Arts is out of North Carolina. Very, very nice, lovely yarn. I have 1 skein of yarn from there, or one hank of yarn rather. And then Kim Knits. Kim Knits also has a YouTube channel, and she's so happy and so bubbly all the time. Like whenever I have a day when I am blue, I just go and I watch Kim Knits channel, because you can't help but smile and be happy when you're watching her YouTube channel. I love her to pieces. I've also learned a lot about dyeing yarn. I've never dyed yarn, but I've also learned a lot about dyeing yarn from watching her YouTube channel. Not that I ever plan on dyeing yarn. In second place was Miss Lamont. It's out of South Africa. That's a South African brand. I've shown you guys some of that yarn before. Lovely yarn. Kind of pricey, but very, very, very lovely yarn, you guys. And in first place, and I mean in first place by leaps and bounds, I was so super excited for it, was Fiberific, who is my friend Chantel from Brisbane, Australia. And I'm so thrilled that so many of you guys have bought her yarn and that you love her yarn. She's super. She's also on YouTube, and she does a live every week, Wednesday nights for us Americans, and it's Thursday morning for the Australians, or Thursday afternoon for the New Zealanders. She does live dye streams. I love her to pieces. She is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul, and she is one of my dear friends, and I'm so, so happy that she came in first place. And if you've never bought any of her yarn, I have some of it here. I love it. Every piece of yarn that I have gotten from her has just been absolutely gorgeous. I don't even want to use it. That's how gorgeous it is. I love, love, love Fiberific's yarn. Okay? All right, we're going to move on, because I will sit here and gush over Chantel for hours. And we can't do that because we only have 2 hours. All right. What was your favorite online retailer? Okay. In my mind, I don't look at big box stores as online retailers. Box stores like Walmart, Joann's, Michael's, Spotlight, things like that, I don't look at those things as online retailers. However, 23% of you guys do. So all of those got shoved into a 23%, okay? And then there's 21% of you that have absolutely no favorite online retailer at all. None. But I guess that's okay, because, you know, sales here and there, it's good sometimes to not be loyal to a specific brand or any of that, I suppose. Maybe. But 21% of you guys just don't have a favorite. So there's a whole bunch in here, and there was a whole bunch of ties in here, but in 6th place is a website called Yarnish, and then Hirschner's are sharing the 6th place. 5th place was Knitpicks. I knew Knitpicks was going to be in there because it's very popular. It's coming up. 4th kind of freaked me out a little bit. Daramore's made 4th, you guys. I don't know how in Sam Hill that happened, but it's sharing the 4th spot with Bendigo Woolen Mills and Hobby, which is kind of intriguing to me because Hobby just took over social media this year. It was about June or July, all of a sudden, I mean, everybody in all of the Facebook groups were going, has anybody ever ordered from Hobby before? Because they're all over my Facebook. I can't like open my Facebook without seeing an ad from Hobby. Who are these people? They dominated, and look, it's showing because they've ranked 4, okay? 3 was kind of confusing. And I don't know if I'm late to the game or not, but 3 of you guys said that your favorite online retailer for buying yarn was Amazon. I've only gone to Amazon when I've been in a sticky wiki and like something is discontinued and I'm looking for somebody that's selling it. I never used Amazon as my primary shopping place for yarn, ever. But a whole lot of you guys said Amazon. 2nd place was Love Knitting and Love Crochet, which was no surprise at all. Love Knitting and Love Crochet, they're clumped together because they are the same company. They're different websites, but they're both owned by Lovecraft, and their house brand is Paintbox Yarn. That's the only place that you can buy Paintbox Yarn. Number one, does anybody know what number one is? I'm sure you guys do. Wool Warehouse, by like double all of the votes for everything else. That was Wool Warehouse. And it's probably because of how cheap, price-wise, their yarn is. They're not my personal favorite because it takes 21 days at minimum for them to get to me. Oh, look, there's Fiberific. Congratulations, Chantel. I don't know if you were here, but you know, you missed me telling everybody that you were everybody's favorite indie dyer. Anywho, Wool Warehouse, it takes 21 days at minimum if I just use the base shipping for their yarn to get me. I mean, at minimum 21 days I'm waiting. And then they introduced the DHL feature, which was great. And I was like, oh, I can pay extra and I can actually get my yarn in a timely fashion. And I think it cost me $10 to $11 each time I order. And they say 2 to 3 day shipping. I've gotten it in 2 to 3 days one time. All the other times that I've ordered, it's taken me 6 or 7 days. No joke. But for everybody that's in the UK or in Europe, I understand that it is super lightning fast delivery. Even in the UK, so many people have told me that they have gotten yarn the very next day after ordering. So there's that. But you know, us silly Americans were on the wrong side of the pond for that. And then you guys, like 3% of the people that responded said that they do not buy yarn online at all. Guys, this is a problem on several different levels, but the biggest one is because as soon as you make that first online purchase, I know it's scary. People don't want to buy online because you can't touch the yarn, you can't feel of it, it's a scary thing. But once you do that, it's like the floodgates open and you're like, ah, and you're just buying yarn from all over the place. So I'm going to need you to be careful if you decide to do that. So come to us, we will love you and we will walk you through the experience and you know, we will guide you lovingly through the process. We will peer pressure you. We'll take care of you. This is fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. What was your favorite hook brand? This was no big surprise to me. I did a polling on this about 14 months ago. The numbers are right about the same, so it was really no big surprise to me at all. 21% of you said that you absolutely do not discriminate. Have hook, will crochet. That's it. You do not have a favorite crochet hook. Coming in last spot was furls, and that's probably because of the sheer cost of them. Furls hooks are expensive. They are an investment, but the people who have them I've always heard good things about them. They're just too daggum expensive for most normal folks to get them. Then comes Addy crochet hooks. Then comes Knit Pro. Then comes Elle, and then Tulip. And I knew that these top four were going to be there. Tulip is in the 4th spot. Susan Bates is in the 3rd spot. And that's probably because of just how old the brand is. They've been around for so long. So many people started out crocheting with Susan Bates hooks. And we're creatures of habit. Let's face it. The vast majority of us are creatures of habit. So we just stay with what we know. Second place is Boy. Again, no big surprise there. And then first place, you guessed it, Clover. So, if you've never tried a Clover crochet hook, you need to try one. And because I know that you're going to ask, there were some people that specifically stated there's 2 different crochet hooks that are popular with the Clover brand. One is called Soft Touch, one is called Amore. So 11% of you said that Soft Touch was your favorite Clover hook, and then 32% said that Amore was your favorite Clover hook, but all of the other ones just put Clover. So, moving right along, who is your favorite blogger? Now, this is something that I'm super excited about because with my content theft videos, people are always asking me, how do we find new designers? How do we find these bloggers to follow them? You always say subscribe to people's websites. So I'm hoping that, I mean, these 5 that made the top 5, you all should know about them by now. But if you don't, I'm hoping that you'll learn some new names tonight. And if you follow the link to the blog post, it's on It's Crochet O'Clock. By the way, it should be up now. You'll be able to go directly to their websites. 5th place was Bella Coco. No big surprise there. Bella Coco is huge. Her name is actually Sarah Jane. 4th place was Moogly. That's Tamara Kelly. 3rd place was Pip and Poppycock. That's Emma. It's my good friend Emma. 2nd place was Look What I Made. That's Deidre. She was the creator of Sophie's Universe, which is probably her most popular design ever. And then in 1st place was Attic 24. That's Miss Lucy, that nobody knows her last name. She's just Lucy from Attic 24, but she has been around for eons, guys. And let me tell you, if you ever get to a place just one day where you just don't feel like doing anything, but you still want to absorb information, any of those 5 blogs you could just go to and read the archives, and you'll be golden. You'll just be golden, because there's so much knowledge there. Who was your favorite YouTuber? Okay, you guys, the whole point of this was to introduce new faces to people. So many of you guys, I mean, I'm so thankful that so many of you guys put me down there, but that was not the point. Like, I specifically said, don't put my name. So thank you, but I had to pull your name, your numbers out of the equation, but thank you so much. So in the 10th place, there was Bob Wilson, 123. She's Australian. I love her to pieces. You guys probably already know all about her, just from me and Chantel talking about her. 9th place is a 3-way tie. Margaret Olander, I'd never heard of her before, but I am very excited to go and check her out. You guys taught me something with that one. Marley Bird and Fiberific came in at 9th place. 8th place goes to Creative Grandma. 7th place is a 2-way tie between Fiber Spider and The Cozy Cottage. The 6th place goes to The Secret Yarnery. 5th is Jada and Stitches. 4th is Bella Coco. 3 is Esther from It's All in a Nutshell. 2 is The Crochet Crowd. And 1 is Bag-A-Day Crochet. So here's the thing, okay? There was 2,057 people who filled out this survey, okay? Some of these people they don't even have 2,000 subscribers. Or they've just reached 2,000 subscribers. Some of these YouTubers, I mean, I'm happy. Some of these YouTubers are not big name. I mean, some of them have over, 500,000 subscribers, but the vast majority of them don't. So I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you guys, if you're going to crochet sites or crochet YouTubers channels frequently, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Show them that you like them, because for some reason, those subscriber numbers, they shouldn't matter. Like 80% of the views that I get on my channel are not from my subscribers. But it does matter. As much as we tell each other that oh, numbers don't matter, it don't matter. It does. It does, people. We all like to celebrate milestones. Click the stinking subscribe button, okay? Just do it. Oh, all right. Now we're going to get into the yarn. And I'm going to have a talk with some of you guys. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I am not laying on the peer pressure good enough, okay? But what is your favorite bamboo brand? 74% of you said that you had either never used bamboo or that you just don't like it and you don't use it. Most of that was people had never used bamboo. Have I not told you guys about Hint of Silk enough? Have I not spoken about it enough? Honestly, it was just like, wow. We need to have a talk, y'all. We need to sit down. Bamboo is so lovely, and it's so beautiful and soft, and the sheen that is on it is just gorgeous. I'm going to need you guys to get with the program. Get with the program. Get on board, okay? Number 5, 3-way tie, Bendigo Woolen Mills, Lion Brand, and Kristen Amdahl. I was so happy to see an indie dyer that high ranked in it. That was just awesome for me. Yarn Bee came in at 4th. Woohoo! Hint of Silk. I love it. 3rd place is a 3-way tie between Moya, Patons, and Vinnie's Colors. You guys have heard me talk about Vinnie's Colors. Vinnie's Colors bamboo is hands down my favorite bamboo to use ever, 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 ever. But it's very hard to get a hold of, so my Hint of Silk is a very, very, very nice replacement for it. King Cole came in second, and number 1 was Nurturing Fibers, which I was also very, very, very happy to hear about. I have tons of it right over there. You guys can't see it, but I have tons of it. And by tons of it, I mean 42 times 10. Yes, over there. I love it. I love it. Oh, okay. Moving along, what is your favorite cotton brand? Oh, where do we get Hint of Silk? That's at Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby. Hint of Silk. Do it. You need it in your life. What was your favorite cotton brand? Okay, this one was hard for me, and I struggled through this past year because you guys know that I am not a fan of cotton, but I struggled because throughout the year I realized that my YouTube channel is not all about me. It's more about you guys than it is for me. So I had to push myself to try different cottons and get out there and you know, experience the life that is cotton crochet. I did it for you guys. But apparently I didn't do my job good enough because there is a whole lot of very poor quality cottons that are ranking too stinking high in my opinion. And I think that it has to do with accessibility, not just their quality. I think that it's coming down to accessibility. It has to be. So at the bottom was Vinnie's Colors for cotton, which is to be expected. It's very good cotton, but it's extremely hard to get a hold of. Premier is next, and then Cascade and Colorspun. Colorspun is another South African indie brand, very, very small, but Vanessa Smith uses them a lot, so it's starting to branch out to the masses, and it shows because it's here, and it was named by a whole lot of people, or it wouldn't be on this list. Next is Lion Brand, Bernat, and Stylecraft. They're all sharing the same percentage there, and then Paintbox. Oddly enough, Paintbox. Paintbox, I love Paintbox acrylic yarn, but their cotton yarn, I'm okay with their DK, but their Aran weight, no, sandpaper, don't like it. Peaches and Cream was next. Really? Really, you guys? There's so many better things. Moya and Drops following that, and then the cotton that everybody's always talking about, Bendigo Woolen Mills, that's from Australia. Super hard to get a hold of anywhere else, but oddly enough, and I would like to point out, while we are here, that the Australians and the New Zealanders were not the only ones that put in Bendigo Woolen Mills for this, because I specifically looked, and I was shocked to see how many US and UK folks voted for Bendigo for this category. So that makes me happy. Nurturing Fibers was next. Nurturing Fibers is all over the place in here. And then Shapies, which is strange, but okay. Shapies. And then Sugars and Cream. Really? Again, it goes down to the accessibility thing. I think because you can just walk into any big box store and get it, I think that that's why it is ranking so high on the list. And the top spot goes to I Love This Cotton, which is a Hobby Lobby brand. I've never used it, but I have felt it while I was in Hobby Lobby. I didn't buy it because I'm not going to use it because I don't, it's not my go-to material to crochet with, so I've never bought it, but it does feel very nice. So, okay, fine. But come on now, Cascade Ultra Pima, hands down the softest cotton I have ever used. Nurturing Fibers, glorious cotton. And I have no idea what she washes her yarn in, but I've never smelt yarn that smelled better than Nurturing Fibers yarn. What was your favorite wool brand? Wool is a very tricky thing because there are so many different varieties of wool, and then within those varieties there's so many different qualities within all of those different wools. So wool is a very hard thing, but I still put it in there just because. So 44% of you said that you do not use wool at all. Almost 6% of you said that you were allergic to wool. So keep that in mind. If you enjoy crocheting with wool, keep that in mind. A lot of people are allergic to wool. So it would it would be terrible to work on something and put all of your soul into that to give it to somebody only for them not to be able to use it because they're allergic to it. So, top favorite brands for wool, Cascade and African Expressions came in at the bottom. Then there's Karen and Shapies sharing the next spot. Patons, which was strange for me, but okay. Stylecraft, which again was strange for me because you don't really hear too many people talking about using Stylecraft wool, but apparently you do. Knit Picks and Indie and Your Own Hand-Spun Yarn came in the 4th place. You guys, I was so shocked to see how many of you actually spin your own yarn. Well done you, because I can't do that. Well done you. Drops was in the 3rd place, Bendigo Wool and Mills was in the 2nd place, and Lion Brand was in 1st place. Of all the beautiful wools that are out there, Lion Brand takes the 1st place. This is why I didn't want to do this live. I can't edit this face out. I can't do that. Whew. All right, the acrylic. Favorite acrylic brand, okay? So this changed a whole lot. I was completely shocked. From my last polling that I did on this, I was not surprised at all. But the last time I polled on this was how I learned about paint box yarn. So I'm hoping that you guys are going to learn about some yarns as well. But it's changed a whole lot. In last place is a brand called Baracco. I don't know anything about them. I've never used them before. The next slot is shared by 3 different brands, Ice Yarns, King Cole, and Spotlight. For those of you guys who don't know what Spotlight is a box store that is in Australia and New Zealand. No, I think it is in New Zealand. I know that Lincraft is in New Zealand. I think that they have Spotlights in New Zealand as well. But it's a big box store, so it's their house brand. Next is another 3-way split. 4 Seasons, Premier, and Loops and Thread. 4 Seasons? I had to go looking for that one because I'd never heard about it before, but I'm going to have to get me some of that and try it. Next is a 2-way tie between Shapies and Bernat, which was very shocking to me because the last time I did this polling, Shapies was very high on the scale and they've fallen. The next spot is by a brand that I don't even know if I want to mention it because it seems kind of crazy to me. I don't know how they made it to this list and they don't have a standalone dedicated website for their brand. I looked for like 45 minutes trying to find a website for a brand called Charity that apparently a whole lot of you guys use, and all I could find was a bunch of resellers. Hey Gabby, Happy New Year. Then the next slot is a 2-way tie, Elle and Lion Brand. Then 5th place is Paintbox. They've climbed up. Last time I did this polling, they were in 8th place, which is super cool because, you know, you can only get them online. You can only get them at lovecrochet and loveknitting.com. So I just think that it's awesome that such a small brand is ranking so high. 4th place is I Love This Yarn. That's Hobby Lobby's house brand. Karen is in 3rd place. Red Heart is in 2nd place. Red Heart has fallen down from the 1st place. And do you know who's taken 1st place? Stylecraft. Stylecraft didn't just take 1st place. Like they snatched it. They stomped on it and took it with them and beat it over the head like a caveman, and they just took off with it. So I'm very happy about that because Red Heart kind of dominates the industry in that way, and they have for a really long time. So I was very happy to hear that Stylecraft, you know, went ahead with that. Just to point out, like, a little over 1% of you guys said that what your favorite is whatever happens to be on sale at that moment. You guys are so funny. Seriously, I loved doing this. Whatever's on sale is my favorite. So many of you guys said that. All right, let's get into the patterns, guys. What was your favorite standalone pattern of 2008? Okay, the 5th spot, I don't normally do this, but because so many of you said it, I decided to leave it there. And you probably don't know that the pattern is 10 years old because it's gone viral, and it's gone viral 2 different times. It went viral about 4 years ago, and it's just gone viral again. So that's probably why so many of you guys were just thinking that it was a pattern that was released in 2008. That's the 6-Day Kid Blanket by my very good friend Betty McNitt. She designed that sucker, put it up on Ravelry 10 years ago, and had no idea that one day it was just going to shoot off. And so many people have worked up that blanket and are still working up that blanket. So I decided to leave it there just because so many of you guys voted for that blanket. 4th place is the secret... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, she was in 7th. Sorry, 6th place. Secret Pass Shawl by Miho Crochet. Beautiful shawl. Beautiful shawl. Then next is the Gypsy Queen Shawl by Pip and Poppycock, or Emma. We all love Emma. It's 2018. Did I say 2008? I was looking at 2008. I was thinking 2008 because Betty McNitt's pattern came out in 2008. Do I keep saying 2008? Y'all stop it. I need some coffee. Queen Gypsy Shawl by Pip and Poppycock. Jesus. Next is Little Prince Charming by Hooked on Sunshine. Next is My Nameless by Crystals and Crochet, or Helen Shrimpton. Then, 2nd place is Sunshine Superstar by Hooked on Sunshine, again. And then 1st place is Briar Rose by Hooked on Sunshine. Hooked on Sunshine, Hooked on Sunshine, Hooked on Sunshine, Hooked on Sunshine, over and over and over again. Lord have mercy. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna work. I'm just not going to say 2018 again at all because I keep saying 2008. Again, another reason why I should not do this stuff live, and I should just stick to crocheting and talking about food live. Okie dokie. What was your favorite crochet-along of 2018? Okay. Sharing the 8th spot is Dearly Beloved. That's by the Neve Collection. Orbit from Hooked on Sunshine, and Penelope and Charlie from Hooked on Sunshine. Okay. 7th place was Something Magic by Annika, and I cannot say her last name. I'm not even going to try it, but that one is super exciting to me because that was her very first pattern release, and so many people have done it. I'm super stoked for her. 6th is The Cosmic Cow by Crystals and Crochet, or Helen Shrimpton. 5th is A Little Help from My Friends from Hooked on Sunshine. 4th is Ubuntu. I have to... Ubuntu. Ubuntu. There's an N in there. We always want to say the N, but there is no N. It's Ubuntu. From Look What I Made, or Deidre. 3rd is Arizona from Pip and Poppycock. Yay! 2nd is Holly Pops from Hooked on Sunshine. And the 1st, by a landslide, I mean by a landslide, was Havana by Tenna. Beautiful pattern. It totally deserves that spot. So the last question, the very last question, is who was your favorite designer of 2018? 8th place is Tatiana from Lila Bourne Crochet. I'm not even going to try to say her last name. Just not even going to go there. Rochelle Carmona shares the 8th place with her, and I'd never heard of her before, so I am very excited that, you guys brought her to my attention, and I went and I looked at her Ravelry. She's got a lot of nice patterns, you guys. There's a lot of stuff there. We have a 3-way tie for 7th place. Kristen Omdahl, again, Kristen Omdahl. Deidre and Addie Day Designs are in the 7th place. 6th place goes to Bonnie Barker from Bonnie Bay Crochet. 5th place is Emma May Goodian from Pip and Poppycock. 4th place is Debbie Hemsley, and she's from the Neve Collection. 3rd place is Helen Shrimpton from Crystals and Crochet. 2nd place is Tenna from Tenna, because she doesn't have a brand name. She doesn't need one. Her name is enough. And then 1st place, do you guys know who it's going to be? I know who it's going to be. It should be quite obvious because I have said the brand name over and over and over and over and over again this evening. Vanessa Smith. And let me tell you why I am so, not just because she is my very good friend and I talk to her all the time and she's that person that I go to that I can say bad words to and she doesn't judge me for it. Vanessa Smith, when I did the polling last year on the 20 most popular crochet-alongs, I was completely enthralled. She was only one of 2 designers who had more than one design voted on for that polling. And she took 5th and 6th place. That was her first and her second pattern that she ever designed. And I knew that she was going to be a rock star. I just knew that Vanessa was going to be a rock star. Vanessa put out something crazy, like 15, 20 patterns this year. She was a pattern making, just witchcraft. It has to be witchcraft, okay? So she totally deserves that spot because she has just been plowing out the patterns this year. So congratulations, Vanessa. I am so glad that so many of you guys are enjoying watching her. Not watching her. Doing her patterns, working her patterns. Although, if you're part of her Facebook group, she has taken to going live these days, which is quite comical because I know her and it's very comical to watch her try to calm herself down when she goes when she goes live for everybody. So those are the polling results, you guys. I'm gonna pull out my crochet, okay? That only took me 40 minutes to get through, and now you see why I didn't have time to film it. Dadgummit. Whew. Sherry said, actually, we counted more like 30. I don't even know how many patterns Vanessa put out this year. It was just absolutely ridiculous, the amount of patterns she put out this year. I don't even know how she did it. The woman doesn't sleep. She's got a kid, too. She's got a kid to take care of, and she's still doing all of this. It's crazy. Whew. So, like I said, you can go down to the... Oh, God, did I mess that up? No, I didn't. You can go to the blog post later. Later. Don't leave me now. It's not time to leave me now. I've just gotten to my relaxation part. You can go to the blog post later, click on all of the links, all of them, all over the place. Introduce yourself to some new crocheters, some new designers, some new brands. Branch out. You guys are very, very welcome. Very welcome. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh yeah, the best of 2008. It'll be great. It'll be fine. This is fine. If y'all could have saw me last night, I was a hot mess sitting in here looking out one eye trying to math. And then when I got up today, I was like, oh, I probably need to go rewrite or reread that report and make sure that I wasn't writing down gibberish. Why is the blog post not linked in the description? Kim, because there's only so many minutes in the stinking day, okay? And it was right up to the wire, all right? So I just set it to schedule, and I will post it. I will post it when it comes live, okay? I said 2008 again? Jesus. Why am I doing that? 2008 was 10 years ago. Why do I keep doing that tonight? You guys, I'm just going to blame it on my brain being melted from the sheer volume of math and lack of sleep, because this week I had to actually sleep at my office because we had a bad snowstorm / ice storm come through, and I'm an island girl, okay? I don't do snow and ice. I do not do it. I would kill somebody trying to drive on those roads. So getting off work at 10 o'clock at night and then having to drive 35 miles home, no, I'd kill myself, kill somebody else. So I stayed at my office, and I did not sleep well at all. Whew. Good night, Russell. Thank you for hanging out with us. Probably good night to all the rest of the Euros too. I'm sorry, I tried to get through that as fast as I can, but you know I like to talk. I need espresso martinis. I do. I need something. Lord Jesus, I need something. Why does my yarn... I'm towards the end of this skein and it's just a mess. If you tip your head to the side, your brain will ooze out of your ear. Lord, I hope not. We don't need that happening. No. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm so glad that's over with. How much snow did you get? I don't know. 1 snowflake is too much for me. I have no idea how much it was. It was too much. I don't like it. Island girl as opposed to an Ireland girl. Yes. I don't do snow. I don't do ice. I don't do the cold. I'm not that person, you guys. I'm a flip-flops type of girl. Flip-flops in the sand and the ocean. Where are the Tim Tams? The Tim Tams are still hidden. And unfortunately, they're hidden behind a big old box that I had to move because I had to get behind something. But I still have Tim Tams. I'm working through them slowly. Do you have any tutorials lined up for 2019? Will you do one for your Yaya blanket? Oh, I don't know if I am going to do one for the Yaya blanket. Yes, I do have tutorials already lined up. I have my good friend Maxine, who is an admin in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group. Her very first design is a square for Friends Around the World 3, and while I am not doing the other squares, I am still going, I'm still doing Maxine's. So Maxine's square will be coming out on my channel here in just a couple weeks. I do have something else that I am working on, but I am not at liberty to tell you about it right now. It's not my place to open up my mouth, but I do have something that I am working on right now, filming another tutorial. Come on, yarn, stop it. And hopefully, I do have one other big project that is in the wings. Really? Why are you doing this to me? I have one other really big project that is in the wings. But that will probably come at the later part of the year because it's going through, it's not going through testing, it's not at that point just yet, but they are going through writing out, changing the format of the pattern. Kim always has mini Tim Tams in the fridge. It's probably the only good thing about living in Australia is just like the accessibility to real Tim Tams all the time, whenever you want it. I hope I went into the right. Yes, I did. -3 degrees outside. What type of yarn am I using there? I am using Red Heart Super Saver. This color, this gray color is called Heather Gray. The blue colors is a colorway called Macaw. Uh-oh, my Aunt Jean Ann said I went to the Pluff Mud coffee shop. So good. Oh, and she made my pumpkin cake. And now the family calls it the cake. I told you that cake was going to secure my legacy within the family for the rest of time. Lord, that cake is something... God, that cake is so good. Cake is beautiful. Are you connecting with the slip stitch? Yes, yes I am. Tim Tams, yummo, yes. Tim Tams are so good. I'm so addicted to them. Boy, we just dove straight into food this evening, didn't we? We're not even going to talk about all of the things that we just learned. We're just going to go straight to the food. What ingredients make Tim Tams real? Okay, Angela, so the problem is, listen, I about broke my neck one day. Somebody called me because, I mean, it's no secret that I like Tim Tams. Somebody called me one day and told me that there were Tim Tams at Walmart. I almost broke my neck trying to get out of my apartment to get to Walmart to go and get Tim Tams. That's how serious Tim Tams are, okay? I get there, get them home, open it up. That's a lie. I don't want to lie to you guys. I got out of Walmart and got into my car and I opened them up. And they did not taste the same. And I did not understand why. But now, since we have compared in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group, because that's what we do, we research, they put coconut in the ones that you can buy in the United States, which I happen to be allergic to. So it's a good thing that they tasted horrible to me and I threw them away immediately because they probably would have made me sick. Ooh. In Washington, D.C., and it's chilly and rainy. You poor thing. You poor, poor thing. I'm going to have to figure this out when I cut this off, because this is just, this is a god-awful mess. I don't like that. Where am I at? The truth, she opened them in the parking lot. Yes, I did. I'm not even going to lie to you. How long have I been crocheting? I learned to crochet. I was, hold on, 30 years ago is when I learned to crochet. Coconut is nasty. I don't know. I like the smell of coconut. I love. Probably because it reminds me of home. Coconut makes me think of the beach, and when I think of the beach, I hear the ocean waves and I smell the salty air and you know, tropical girl again. I love coconut, but they don't belong in the regular Tim Tams. No, they don't. They were trying to kill me. Y'all look at my yarn. My yarn is hating me. I hate it when I get to the end of skeins. I really do. Stop it. Just stop it. Work with me, okay? Jesus. Yes, I was 10 years old. There are some Tim Tams in New Zealand that have coconut in them, but they specifically have coconut in the name. Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like false advertisement. They tried to kill me. I have allergies. Tim Tams aren't supposed to have coconut in them. Steph eating Tim Tams in the car is a documented thing. Yes, it is. Y'all, listen. Chantel from Fiberific. I won yarn from her over a year ago. I won yarn from her. And she was sending me a message telling me that she was getting ready to send me my yarn. And I said, look, I will PayPal you money to go and buy me some Tim Tams and put some Tim Tams in there. Because it had been over a decade since I had been to Australia and had a real Tim Tam. Y'all, she sent me the Tim Tams. I went to the post office. I picked them up. And in the car, there I was, and I ate them. Bliss, bliss, bliss. Okay? And I recorded it. I unboxed the yarn. Oh, man. People were walking by. They were looking at me. I'm sure I was making funny sounds. People were looking at me like, who's this crazy lady? It was a situation, but yeah, it's a documented thing. Welcome back, Sally. I'm trying to figure out what in Sam Hill is going on with this yarn and why it's all crazy on me. And I'm probably, Jesus. Lord Jesus, why me, you guys? Why me? I'm about ready to give up on you and just open up another skein. Lord. Okay. All right, we're just going to put you down there. Dun dun dun. 50-mile-per-hour winds, 38 degrees, and hardcore rain. Ooh, that's like tropical storm. Oh, Kim. Kim's put in the video. She's quick on the trigger for that one, man. Lord. I love sweet stuff, you guys. I really do. I'm not even going to try and hide it. I love sweet stuff. It's a downfall. Hey, Patrina. I think you need to make yourself a Tim Tam inspired blanket. I don't know about that. If I made a Tim Tam inspired blanket, then y'all would start asking for the stinking pattern, and then I would be, I'm telling you, write a pattern for Yaya's hugs. It'll be easy. No, it ain't. It's witchcraft. No. It is not easy. I have a whole new respect for designers. Y'all need to hug a designer, okay? Because writing out a pattern is not an easy thing to do. It's just not. Whew. Let's see. That's the one advantage from working from the outside. No yarn barf. Oh, yes, there is yarn barf. Yeah. Once you get down to the end and it all collapses in on itself, yes, there is. I love popcorn. Okay. What's sacrilege? Have you been keeping up with writing the pattern this time? Yes. Yes, I have. I have tried my very, very best. It has not been easy, but yes, I have. I think. Oh God, where'd it go? I know it's in here. Yes. Yes, I have been. Look, Kim. Missy. I always end up getting yarn barf at the end, no matter how I work it. Ugh, get in there. Okay. I don't know where this past week went. I really don't. It's all one big old blur. Did you guys have a fast week? Is that the way that it was for you guys too? Because it's just gone. I couldn't tell you what I did other than work and complain about the snow. I have no idea. Popcorn in a few hours? You eat popcorn on New Year's Eve, Freaky? I still have quite a few hours left before it's New Year's here. I should totally add Tim Tams to my web store. Yes, Chantel, I think you should. But then again, Gamer Widows might get upset with you because she's been like feeding her Nutter Butter addiction with the It's Crochet O'Clock members. She's trading Tim Tams for Nutter Butters. So you might make your friend a little bit upset with you if you take that away from her. I know Diana has traded Nutter Butters with her. Oh, this blanket is getting big. He's getting big. Ooh, Bobby is remodeling a trailer on 5 acres. Ooh, I do not envy you at all. Get in there. My week was compressed into like 5 minutes. That's how I feel my week was. Rowan, that's exactly how I feel my week was. And I don't understand it because I think it was because, you know, Christmas weekend was so crazy busy for me. I really couldn't. I talk to my Aunt Jean Ann every day when I'm driving to work. And she said, well, what'd you do this weekend? I don't know. I have no idea. I cannot answer you. No idea. I do not know. And I tried to remember, and I could not remember. Was not a good thing. And this week is pretty much the same. I was having a martini the other night, and my 7-year-old was very concerned that if I drank the whole thing, I would turn into an alcoholic. Lord have mercy. Have y'all seen that meme where the woman says that her nephew brought her a glass of wine and said, here's your Christmas juice, and she says, and now I'm leaving him everything? Oh, it makes me laugh. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. Diana's out of Tim Tams? Oh no. I hope I stuck that into the right place. Oh no, you are out of Tim Tams. That's not good. Listen to Black Cat. She said my family went home yesterday, so it's just hubby and me chilling out on the beach in the hot heat with fans humming in the background. Oh, the tragedy of it all. Hold on. Let me get out the world's smallest violin for you. Oh, the beach. God, I miss the ocean. I miss the ocean. I miss the ocean. Did I try the coffee ones? No, I have not opened the coffee ones yet. I'm still working on the, where did I put them? Okay, Kim, I got sidetracked by the airplane cookies. Okay? I just got sidetracked by the, I will get back to the Tim Tams. I got completely sidetracked by the airplane cookies. That's what happened. Need a violin for my house dramas. Oh, I was talking to Vanessa Smith the other day, and she said something about, you know how I joke with you guys, oh, write a pattern for it, it's easy, go ahead. She said, oh yeah, become a crochet designer living in South Africa. It's easy, you're gonna be fine. Nobody told you about making blankets in the middle of summer. She said, I'm melting. I said, you know, I make blankets all year round. I just turned the AC up. And she's like, hardly anybody in South Africa has AC. And I'm like, reasons why I will never move to South Africa. Because I'm a spoiled American. And we're just not going to do that. I say nay. It's hilarious hearing you talk about Tim Tams. I'm sorry. I love them. I do love them. And look, when I love something, I really, really love it, and I want to share it with all of you guys. I just want you guys to be as happy as I am when I eat Tim Tams. Hey, Gamer Widows! Happy New Year! We were just talking about that, and I'm going to narc out Chantel. Chantel has decided that she should put Tim Tams for sale on her website, and I told her that that would probably make you very unhappy. because it would probably ruin your Nutter Butter thing that you have going on with the Americans, the trade. Your poopy gold hook is enormous. God, I hate it when you guys put me on TVs. I feel all self-conscious. Like how I'm not having a good hair day and you guys are putting me on your big screens. Okay, I might have enough to get through this one. Oh, Diana said that she will still trade with you. She's out of Tim Tams, by the way, Gamer Widows. She's out of Tim Tams. Didn't you know that the telly adds 10 pounds to its victims? What? It does. Look, I ain't got 10 extra pounds. I mean, we can't, no. We can't be messing around with that stuff. That's not even funny. She's got a huge TV. I know she does. I'm fine with Chantel being a dealer. Oh, Yards of Yarn says, Steph, every time you say Chantel, I keep thinking that you're talking about me because my name is Shanty. Aw, I'm sorry. No, I'm talking about Fiberific. Big enough to hide 3 chickens and a dog comfortably. Lord have mercy. Well, Chantel's got little dogs. What the hell are Tim Tams? Tim Tams are cookies. They are Australian cookies, and they are fabulous. I got a pic I can share with the group. Oh, Lord. Who is the other one that puts me on like a 50-inch TV? Oh, it always makes me subconscious. It always makes me self-conscious. I've been wearing my Moncherie leggings and I got so excited when I found the tiny pocket. What tiny pocket? Lindsay, explain yourself. What tiny pocket? I have like 8 pairs of those things now and I don't have any pockets. What pockets? That's for your joy. Freaking geek. Big TVs are great, Sally. It just kind of freaks me out whenever you guys put me on the big screen. Is there AA for Tim Tams? There may be, but I ain't going to it. I don't need to go to it. I don't want help. A tiny pocket in the front waistband. Stop it. Really? As soon as I get finished here, I'm going to have to go investigate. A tiny pocket in the waistband. I didn't even know. Really? Ooh, my dog is out there choking on something. He stopped. My poor baby. Don't do that again, Jack. No, I didn't know about the pocket. Do you have a pocket in yours too? I did not know about this pocket situation. No, please go. He's okay. I don't want him to see me because if he sees me, then he's going to be at the door and he's going to be whining because he will want in here and he's not allowed in here. He's already been sniffing at the door because he can sniff me out. So he knows that I'm in here. But I'll just make it worse if he sees me. How's the crochet-o'clock leggings coming? You know, we got to get a lot of people. How many did she say? We have to order 30 of each size at minimum. We have to get 30 of each size for pre-orders for them to go through. And I just don't think that we have enough people to do that. It might be easier once she gets her website up and going and she's not doing everything through Facebook. But I would definitely love that. Y'all would see me in my It's Crochet O'Clock leggings all the time. Oh. I don't have any leggings. This rump is too big for those. Hey, listen. She's got all sizes. She has sizes to fit you. I promise. I promise, I promise. Nancy said, I just checked my Moncherie leggings and I don't have a pocket. See, I don't think none of mine have pockets either. Why are you special? Why do you get a pocket? I'm going to file a complaint. Because I do not have pockets. She said, I watch on my phone and it adds lots of pounds to me. Trevor Noah, the comedian from South Africa, came to my work and we took a picture and I looked hideous. Girl, I know. I know. I hate it when that happens. I really do. Oh. All right. All right. All right. Fine. We will join you. Are there different styles? I mean, we don't get the option of choosing different styles that I am aware of. I don't think so. The pocket is not that big. Judy, you have pockets too? You must have missed my comment. I said AA is for quitters. I didn't miss it. I saw it. I laughed at it. Because I think it's funny. Because I'm not quitting Tim Tams. No, we're not doing that. Now everybody's demanding that Lindsay take a picture and post it to the Facebook group of her leggings pocket. Ugh. You have to admit that you have a problem first. I don't have a problem. I don't see a problem at all with Tim Tams. Not at all. Whew. All right. Let's pay attention here. Oh, one thing that did happen this week is I broke almost every single one of my fingernails this week. Every single solitary one. This one right here, Lord have mercy, that one hurt. Oh, it's winter time, and my nails always break in this weather. Which is not good for me. I love the magic knot. I love the magic knot too. Yes, I do. I fell down my 12 steps. Are you talking about actual 12 steps? Oh, see, I don't like where that lays. We gonna have to fix that. Okay, you're behind now. Thank you. It was painful. Angie Nan said, okay, Happy New Year to me. I am in my jammies, in bed, eating a piece of the cake, and if I don't, I won't get any because my Uncle Skippy loves the cake. Oh, I want some of the cake, but all of mine is gone. And I don't want to make another one because if I make another one, then I will eat it. Hey, Spain. Welcome to the chat. Use vitamin E on your nails. I just need for the weather to stop being cold and go back to normal. Thanks. Would like that a lot. My skin dries out, all of that stuff. Are we allowed to get the recipe of the cake? I will share it with you guys. Yes, I will. Now that my family has tried it and they all know where it came from, I will share the recipe with you guys in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group. and make everybody cranky that's only there for crochet.
Why am I reading recipes?
Because we talked about it in the live chat. You know, my family is so prone to kidney stones and things like that that I have always been afraid of taking calcium supplements because I don't want to go through that pain. Too many of my family members have dealt with those things, and I'm like, no, don't wanna. Do not want to. Where's your gray? Blue. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Oh, what's the magic knot and why don't I know this? I just did it and I have a video on the magic knot on the channel, Bobby. So you can go there and you can learn how to do the magic knot. It's how I always join my yarns because I'm phobic about just doing the little loop-de-loop and pulling it through and then weaving in the ends. I can't take it. I need security in my life, okay? So I work a magic knot. I don't even think that I... Look, I'm in a room filled with yarn and I'm like, I don't think I have anything to show as an example. Oh, gosh. Oh. Stop. Go. Hello, Anastasia. I'm working on my blankets for the Snowball Express, round 24 of blanket 1. Yay! So happy. You're the second person that has told me today that they started work on their Snowball Express blanket. You guys, I'm so excited for this. Please don't forget that the deadline, they have to be to my house in Florida by March 5th. So you got to get on it if you're going to donate a blanket to the Snowball Express. And if you missed all of that, there's details on the It's Crochet O'Clock website, but Snowball Express is part of the Gary Sinise Foundation. If you don't know who he is, he's most well known for playing Lieutenant Dan on Forrest Gump. He does a lot of charity work with our veterans, and he is taking like over 1,000 kids who have lost one of their parents overseas that were military, children of fallen soldiers, and takes them to Disney World with their surviving parent during Christmas. And they give them blankets, and it's 4 days that they get to spend at Disney World. They get flown there. They don't have to pay for their stay. They don't have to pay for any of their food. They don't have to pay for any of that stuff. And then they give them gifts, and we are doing a drive along with the Florida Daughters of the American Revolution. Probably said all of that wrong. To donate handmade blankets. They can be quilts, they can be crocheted, they can be knitted, they can be fleece. If they are fleece, then they have to be single layer fleece. And they will all be turned in and donated to the charity at Florida State Conference in March, which is why our deadline is in March. Obviously, it was not for this Christmas. It is for next Christmas that we will be doing these blankets for. But they still have to go before then. They have to be 36 inches because these kids from all ages, babies all the way up to teenagers, have lost their parents overseas. So, get on it, guys. Snowball Express. 2018, it was 2,000. Okay, so he just took over 2,000 children to Disney World this year. So my goal is to have so many blankets piled up that all the women in my family that are going to DAR conference in March have to take separate vehicles. Because there won't be enough room to get all of their luggage, etc., in there with all of the blankets. That is my goal. Happy New Year, Ruth. I need to buy yarn for my snowball blanket, but it's out everywhere. Oh, goodness. That's no fun. Lindsay's got 4 and she's going to try for 2 more. You go, Lindsay. I am so thankful for you. Honestly, I am. Yes. Oh, wait. Have you received a blanket from my mom and I yet? I don't think that they have. Did you send it off, Geneva? Because I haven't gotten a message. I know that Nancy's has arrived, and I know that Emma's has arrived. Holly said, I wanted to say thanks for keeping me company while I was making a coffee cake for a brunch that I'm going to tomorrow. You are very welcome. Very welcome. Happy New Year, Shelley. Good night, Jen. Happy New Year. Well, good day to you, since it's the middle of your day. See you next week. Red Heart Super Saver, color Earth and Sky. I don't think I have any of that, Dee, or I would send it to you. Do you want me to go by my Walmart and see? I will go by my Walmart and I will see for you. Earth and Sky. I'm halfway done on my first Snowball Express blanket. Yay! I like to hear that. Diana, you know, I thought that you were being awful chatty today. I'm so happy. Normally, Diana joins us from the office where she can't really participate. I know those feels. Lord, do I know those feels. Bye, Shelley. Oh. See, look. Friends helping friends. Anastasia said that she thinks that she has some of that color, but she's got to dig through her stash, and if she has it, she will send it to you. Look at those feels. Who was it that was supposed to be sending my Aunt Jean Ann all of those granny squares for her to attach? I forget who that was, but I feel the need to point out that my Aunt Jean Ann has never crocheted before, so she's going to learn while joining these granny squares. It's going to take a bit. We need to get those squares to my Aunt Jean Ann. The sizes, Judy, the smallest that the blanket needs to be is 36 inches or baby blanket size, and the largest is twin size. Trying to make a tiny elf from Simply Crochet, making cylinder arms out of 6 stitches. Ooh. That don't sound like fun. That don't sound like fun at all. Speaking of having to watch from work, any news on the roster change? Nope. I believe that I am going to be on night shift until the end of my days. But you know what? It's okay. It is okay. I'm not going to sweat it. It is what it is. Stephanie, do you have actual dimensions for a twin? I am finding a bunch of different numbers when I search. No? I'm all looking around for my Arizona, but it's still in my suitcase because I took my Arizona to the office with me. No? Twin is 80 inches by 90 inches. There you go. D to the rescue. Thank you, D. Twins can grow at different heights. So says Freaky. just checked Red Heart's site and Earth and Sky is in stock for Super Saver. I think she meant like her local stores, not by buying online, right? I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Just thought of this, but is me having cats going to be a problem for the Snowball Express? I don't think so. I would just make sure that you wash them before. Make sure that you don't use any fabric softener, because it has to be free of all scents. So cigarette smoke, laundry soap, fabric softener, all of that. It has to be free from all smells. But I think it would be fine. Jessica said, so for your information, everyone, Red Heart Super Saver in Burgundy is the roughest colorway I've ever used. Most Red Heart is rough. And I think that that's another reason that my hands are suffering so bad, because I've been using nothing but Red Heart here lately, trying to get this blanket done for you guys. And it's killing my hands. I'm not used to it. I'm too delicate for this. Oh, here the temps are going to drop -20 at night. Ooh. Ooh. Lord Jesus. No, that's not okay. Desiree said, I love that you turned and looked. Well, I was gonna... Listen, I was gonna go grab my Arizona, but that's not what's behind me. Yaya's Hugs is behind me. I think washing it would do good with getting the pet dander off of it. I think washing it and putting it through a dryer, if it's acrylic, would do good with getting the pet hair off of it. Kirby said, I used Karen Simply Soft and I've been trying to will myself away from Red Heart Super Saver. Lord. Oh. Will you be collecting blankets for future Snowball Express events? I am not certain. The reason that I am taking part is because my Aunt Jean Ann and my cousin called me and they asked if we would be willing to help. And I said, sure. I spoke for all of you. I said, sure. So jumped on it, but I don't know if we're going to be doing it next year or not. Have to wait and find out. I think the vast majority of us have pets. You just got to make sure that you wash it. And then, like, pack it as soon as it comes out of the dryer. Pack that sucker up so it doesn't get more hair on it. There's Kelly, who's been very, very quiet this evening because she's working on her 6-day kid blanket for the Snowball Express. I knew that that's why she wasn't talking, because she's just sitting there just crocheting away. Sally said it's very warm there and it will be for the rest of the week. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Is it April yet? Or March? Is it March? My Aunt Jean Ann keeps trying to get me to fly to Orlando for the donating of the blankets, you know, for those 4 days that the conference is going on. And I'm telling you, I might end up breaking and going, sacrificing the money from taking time off work and just going, because it's cold, y'all. It is so cold. Even just to like go stand outside and deal with all of that humidity hitting my hair and turning me into Ronald McDonald. I need it. And eating Tim Tams. Oh, mint Tim Tams. Yum. She broke those open the other day, Kim, while I was talking to her because I asked her if she had gotten a chance to try them yet because, you know, she cooked or baked like a gazillion sweet treats for Christmas and she hadn't, so it's my fault. You need Florida. And then my Aunt Jean said, I heard that. I have witnesses. Oh, I would love to. I was just thinking about it last night, too. Because I was so stinking cold when I was sitting here doing all of that math. I was like, when is state conference? When is state conference? Can I swing this? Would I be able to take that time off of work? Because all of the days the conference is, of course, I'm on shift. Hello, Sinatra. 16 more days I get to see the sun and feel the warmth. Ugh, jealousy. I'm green. You guys stop it. Green is not my color palette. We've had this discussion. Ugh. -5 degrees Celsius in Iceland. Woo. Poor thing. You poor, poor thing. I don't even know what our highs are supposed to be this week. I just know that it's not okay. 28 tomorrow, 32, 43, 51, 55, 55, 56. Okay, the 50s are not that bad. By the way, I never thought that I would ever say that. 50 isn't too bad. Before I moved here, if it got below 70 degrees, I was putting on a parka. -30 with the wind chill. God. Happy New Year, Sinatra. I do not. I do not. I need an infusion. You would never know that I was just home in July because it feels like years since I've been home. I'm just like, humidity. I give anything for humidity. 78 degrees in Jacksonville right now, almost 80. Oh. You are the first person to hold your yarn with your finger exactly the way I do. You know what? I thought that I was the only one, but there's a lot of us. People always comment, like on my blog and comments on my YouTube channel. They always comment and say, oh my God, you hold your yarn just like I do. I know it's strange, but that's just the way that I'm most comfortable, so that's how I do it. Where did my, oh, there they are. My hair is in the blanket. Like, that's surprising. We're just all, you know, like nerds and rejects here. We don't hold our crochet hooks properly. Is that the one? No, that's a corner. Is this the one I'm going through next? Nope, that's the one that I just did. This is the one. Okay. Look, Anastasia, as a person who lives somewhere where there is no humidity, I used to think that I hated the humidity too. But I have turned into a snake, okay? And there is not enough moisturizer. There is not enough moisturizer to help with the situation. There just isn't. No matter how much I try, it just doesn't work. I have aged more in 3 years than I think I did in 10 years before I came out here to this dry climate. It's not okay, all right? You love your humidity. You love your humidity. Although, the last time I went home, I had a layover in Houston, and when I got off the plane in Houston, you know, like, I left and I was fabulous. My hair was fabulous. I was all ready to meet my people at the airport, and when I went to go switch planes in Houston, I landed and I didn't, like I had to walk out and then go into the airport from my plane. And the minute I stepped out the door, like, I could just feel my hair going. And I was like, oh God, this is bad. Oh God, this is bad. I forgot that I was going to humidity and I used the wrong products. And I went into the bathroom and sure enough, like, my hair was almost standing up on end. At least, I mean, that's a bit dramatic, but we all know that I'm dramatic. But it was crazy. It was not all that great. So I started out my trip very pretty, and by the time I got off my plane... my hair was all tied back in the mom bun. It was not, it was not great. The proper way to hold a crochet hook is however it feels best for you. Preach it, sister. Preach it. Same with holding the yarn. So very true. So very true. We don't judge around here. We do not. You hold your yarn however it is that you want to hold your yarn. Hello, Alicia. Your family didn't care what your hair looked like. No, they didn't. But I did. All right, ends. Get away. Away with you. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Back under. Go away. Go away, I say. Jesus. Hello, Leslie. Welcome to live chat. Whew, I'm almost done with joining these squares, you guys. Lord, where did the time go? We only have 20 minutes left. Lord have mercy. I was teased as a child for holding the yarn with my finger, but at 56, I'm happy to say I have excellent tension. That's what I'm saying. If I try to hold my yarn any other way, my tension just goes to pot. It's not okay. But the moment you step out onto the breeze, that humidity is gone because of the sea breeze. The ocean. Somebody send me a jar with ocean water in it. I just want to smell it. Any clear winners on the Stylecraft DK sacrifice? You know, well, Jaffa. Jaffa's definitely going to be sacrificed. Unfortunately, a lot of people were saying Lincoln. What, you aren't going until midnight? No. Am I supposed to? Were you guys expecting me to? The big one isn't big enough for that. Oh. That would be a really long stream. You vote we go until midnight. Lord Jesus. Y'all are trying to kill me. We would have to take an intermission. I would have to go refill the coffee pot. With or without sandy mud. You can put a little bit of sandy mud in it. A little bit of sandy mud in it would be fine. You guys, New Year's. Thought we were going to bring in the new year with you. It's still it's still 4 hours away, you guys. That's a long time to stay live. That would be 6 hours staying live. Good night, Donna. It's 7:40 p.m. where I am currently. You can refill and go get in your leggings. Treat it like it's a patron live. You guys, my patrons, I'm telling you, I have the best patrons ever because they get me with no makeup on, with the mom bun in my pajamas almost every weekend. They get to see me trotting around in here. And bless their hearts, none of them make fun of me for it because I'm just like, hi, it's me. I'm here in my leggings again. This is what's going on. We're gonna reorganize. Steph, what are you going to work on during your lives after the blanket is done? I have no idea. I haven't gotten that far yet. I have absolutely no idea. Steph, I can get you some Jack's Beach ocean water, but it may be sandy and I can't promise that there wouldn't be seashells or hermit crabs. I'm okay with it. I brought these home from the beach at home 2 Julys ago. Y'all, I think somebody washed my shells with bleach water. They don't smell like the beach anymore. You usually go live 2 hours. My stat says you've only been going for 1 hour. No, no, no. I've been here for an hour and 42 minutes now. I have, honestly. I just tried to smell that jar. Me too. Me too, I was trying. Look, I thought they might smell like home, okay? I thought that it was worth a try, okay? Y'all stop poking fun at me. It was worth a try. I need an It's Crochet-O'Clock wine glass. Shells do have a smell, but those kind of smell like they were washed. They were washed in something, the sacrilege. Just so you know, like when I went to the beach, when I was home last time, it took me like 6 months before I would vacuum out my car because the sand was there. It was like, no, don't touch the sand. Went in to go and get my car detailed. It was like, dude, you can wash the outside, but don't you touch anything on the inside. Are you sure you don't want to? No, I said nothing on the inside. I'm going through beach withdrawal. Yeah. It always gets worse for me when the holidays come around. I mean, I'm always homesick, but it's always worse for me in the holidays. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I just gotta work more. And then I won't have time to miss it. Oh, there it is. I need a beach jar. I've never smelled the ocean before. Ugh. Bless your heart. Bless your little heart. You need some Yankees candle in the sun and sand. I don't think I've ever... I forget, there was this one candle company that was making candles that were like state scents. I forget what the one for South Carolina and Florida was, but I was like, really? No. Like, you go to South Carolina, the state smell of South Carolina is pluff mud. That, I mean, how you gonna have a candle and call it South Carolina's scent and it's not pluff mud? That don't work. Oh, Sue said I grew up next to the ocean. It's been 3 years since I smelled the salt air and sat in the sand. Oh, bless your heart. I didn't go sit in the sand, but the last time I was at home, I did go down to St. Augustine. And as soon as I got out of the car in St. Augustine, it just like hit me. Like I was just, ugh. Oh, the ocean. It was very nice. Aunt Jean Ann, Diana lives only about an hour away from Charles. She's not very far away from Charles at all. Come visit some Australian beaches. Why? So we can not get in the water where everything wants to kill us? Mayhap. I'll never forget when I went to the beach. Where was it? Melbourne, I think it was. Went to the beach in Melbourne and they had all of those, like you could only go in the water where the nets were out because the jellyfish were so bad and they would kill you. I will be thinking, Beverly. So sorry about your friend. I think everybody should take beach time. Everybody should take beach time. I think it's quite normal for people to get, a lot of people get depressed around Christmas time. I think that's quite normal. Pick up your crochet. Makes you feel better. Honest to goodness. Seriously, science said so. Kim said there's less stuff that would kill you in the water than on land, to be honest. Yeah. Lord have mercy. I'm telling you, I love you guys. I really do love you guys, but I will be okay with never going back to Australia again. Just because there's so many things that want to kill you in Australia. Ugh. My boyfriend won't go in the ocean because he's afraid of getting eaten. I don't go out into the ocean either. I put my feet into the ocean, but that's Jaws' house. Jaws lives there. I don't need to do that. My thing is the smell of it and the sound of it. There is this it's a hair cream that I use. It's made by Diva Curl, who makes things specifically for curly girls. You guys, the first time I opened it up, because you apply all of those products in the shower, I was in the shower and I opened the bottle and put some into the palm of my hand, and my whole shower just smelled like the beach. Just instantly smelled like the beach. And I was transported back home and I could see the beach at home and the showers. I could hear the showers and all of the kids running around and all of the waves from the ocean and the wind blowing the stinking sand up against me that I always hated. Like, I just had to sit there and cry for like 20 minutes. I had to have a good cry. Herbal Essences ain't got nothing on that because it took me straight to the beach. And it's expensive, so I don't use it very often. But every now and then, I go back there and I take a whiff. Every so often, just so I can be transported to the beach. Poor Australia has a bad reputation for deadly things. Yes, it does. Rightly so. Rightly so. Even the koala bears. Even the koala bears want to chew your face off. They're so cute, they're cuddly, they're devious. They use it to pull you in, and then they want to eat your face off. Spiders, scorpions, snakes are nothing. It's normal here in Texas. Look. If they would have told me that camel spiders were a thing in New Mexico, and if they would have told me that tarantula mating season was a real honest-to-goodness thing in New Mexico, never would have come here. Ever. I don't care how much money you are going to give me. No. No. I hate tarantula mating season. I hate it with a purple-pink polka-dotted passion. It's the most horrible, horrible thing ever. It's been over 2 decades since I've been to the ocean, and it's only about 2 hours away. One of the downfalls of not driving, missing the smells and the wind in my face. Oh, I know those feels. Oh, I know those feels. So are we going to midnight? Freaky, I do not think that I can stream for 6 hours straight. I don't think that I can. Camel spiders over palmetto bugs. Look, give me palmetto bugs any day of the week, okay? The ones that are adventurous and fly at you. I'll take those any day of the week over a camel spider. A camel spider looks like an alien that is coming after you, and they are not afraid. They are not afraid of us, okay? They're not. It's not okay. It's not okay. I'm just going to tell you. It's not okay. The land that was forgotten by God. That's what this place is. It can't be that bad. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. When you're driving down the stinking road and they are migrating across the road, like, I pick up my feet when I'm in my car. Like, pick up my feet. It's not okay. Yay! We are almost done with this one. And that means one more and then it will be done. Rattlesnake roundups in Texas. Ugh. I think I'd take rattlesnakes. I really do. You know that rattlers have started to change, so they don't have a rattle anymore? Evolution in progress. No, I did not know that. That's how I knew that they were them. How, like 2 months. It's like 2 months where they're just trotting around all over hell and creation. It's horrible. See, my Aunt Jean Ann has been on the phone with me when I'm had to drive over them. I know it's completely irrational, but they're so big. Oh, and you're driving down the road and there's like little splats all over the place. Splat, 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 splat from people driving over them. Ugh. Ugh. My kids named the tarantula that lived in our garage. Lord. Whew. Good night, yards of yarn. Happy New Year to you too. Whatever critters you grow up with is fine. It's when you grow up and move to the new critters freak you out. You know, I've never been okay with spiders. Never been okay with them. Ugh. It is nasty, Nancy. Harry Trotter. Lord. Harry Trotter. Jeez. Whew. Last square. Last one. We have 5 minutes left, but I'm still going to attach the square because I want to get it done. What about Charlotte's Web? I don't like Charlotte's Web. My half-brother has baby pigs, 2 of them. They are bacon and bits. That's funny. My sister-in-law has a cat called Hissy Miggins. That's cute too. Happy New Year, Chris. Whew. Not only are there white rattlesnakes, Aunt Jean Ann, but apparently rattlesnakes are losing their rattles. So now we can't even know that they're rattlesnakes. Okay, we need to change the subject to some type of happy something or other. Some type of happy something or other. What did you guys get for Christmas? I got a Blue Yeti microphone, which is a directional microphone, which will be good for YouTube videos. The only problem is I work on a MacBook and I only have 2 USB ports. One has to be taken by my camera and one has to be taken by my mouse. So now I have to buy an extender so I can plug in more than 2 things with USB, so I can't use my new mouse. I got a big photo cube, which patrons, you will be happy to know, is the proper size this time. My patrons watched me open up my last photo cube and watched me go through the debacle of trying to put that sucker together. Took me forever to figure it out, and when I figured it out and got it together, it was like this big. And I went, that just won't do. So I sent it back. So I have a 36-inch by 36-inch photo cube now. And let's see, I got a new Swift, which will be nice. I got a new bag for taking yarn projects with me, which is kind of nifty. It's got all kinds of different compartments and stuff in it. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh, I got gloves, which turned out to be very handy the night that I was stuck at my office because it was frigid. Bobby got yarn. Kirby got a Chai Gu set. Yeah. I'm trying to find a beach-related item that doesn't involve coconut. Hey, hey, hey. I can smell coconut. I can smell coconut. I just can't touch coconut. If I touch coconut, or if somebody, like even if somebody touches me that chews like cocoa butter, I will break out in a rash. But I can smell coconut. And fake coconut's fine. Make sure you get a powered hub, so if all the things... Yes, I know, I need to get a powered hub. Oh, Anastasia cannot handle a heavy scent. Look, bring all the ocean smells to me. What is a Swift? A Swift is like a big umbrella that you take your hanks of yarn that aren't wound into a skein or a ball, take your hanks of yarn and open them up, and it holds your yarn for you, and it spins around as you crank your ball winder, so it feeds the yarn to it. So you don't have to sit there and hold it, or you don't have to use the back of a chair or have somebody else hold the yarn for you. That's what a Swift is for. Gosh, so many people got yarn. I did not get yarn. I got crochet hooks and stitch markers from Kelly. Sent me crochet hooks and stitch markers. Kim sent me Tim Tams because she loves me. But you guys already knew that. Let's see, what else did I get? I think that might be all that I got. Yeah, I think that's all that I got. My husband is a lousy yarn Swift. Oh. I got Shapey's yarn. Nice. I got a Bass Pro Shops gift card. Yeah. I got fiber for spinning. Nice. I didn't get yarn. I didn't get anything. What do you mean, Sally? You didn't get anything? What do you mean you didn't get anything? Where am I going? Why do I feel like that's not right? I know that it's right, but why do I feel like that's not right? Kelly said I was actually glad that I didn't get yarn. They wouldn't know what to order. True. True. Very true. Be right back. Fireworks going off. Ooh. Fireworks. We don't do presents for adults. Ah. Well, then that explains it. Lauren got Pima-Cotton. Yes. God, that is glorious yarn. It really is. Glorious. Bought lots of yarn at Michael's. $50 gift card to Michael's. Ooh, that's going to be a good day. Good night, Lindsay. I will be looking for the picture. Dum, dum, dum. Last Kona. I did get a furls hook for my birthday the week before. Oh, use fancy. Fancy. Bonus points if you can find a Joey to put in the pocket for the photo. Oh, man. Oh, Kim. I love Kim so much, you guys. I really do. Yarn is the fifth element t-shirt. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I think of that? That's so awesome. I don't need to buy any more yarn. I'm running out of places to put it. I need to move to a bigger house. That's just the way that it is. Good night, Nancy. Happy New Year. Whew. Yay! Last square is attached. Now I just need to weave in these stinking ends and we can get ready on doing that monster of a border. Yay! Have you had your supper yet? No, I have not had my supper yet, which is another reason why we will not be staying until my midnight. We're not going to stay for 4 more hours because I have to eat. I have to eat my dinner. Oh. All right, what did Kim do? Okie dokie, you guys. It's past time. I have to go, 'cause I'm hungry. Oh, Lorraine, it's 3 a.m. for her. Happy New Year's, honey. Thank you so much for staying up with us. I will see you guys next Monday at the same time. And if you're going through withdrawals, there's always the Facebook group, okay? We're all there. We will all talk to you, all of that. So it will be okay, okay? We'll talk to you guys next week. Enjoy your New Year's. Be safe. All of that good stuff. Bye.